Hey everybody, today we are going to use cling spore 80 grit DA paper to sand we're going to sand that fiberglass off, and I'll give you a review on that. And then we're also going to use Norton with the big DA from Snap-on to do the major part of it, and we'll see how that goes, see what it looks like. Stay tuned. Okay, we sanded that off, and actually the 80 grit cling spore paper worked really well. Only needed 2 pieces and it still lasted pretty good. And obviously the 8-inch orbital worked a whole lot faster. A couple little high spots here. Hammered and dollied those down a little bit. And now we're off to spread some body filler. Okay, I got the body filler all mixed up. We're going to be using the Cling Spore Supreme Filler today for the Firewall. We'll take this out. And what I like to do is take my spreader and clean the paint stick off. This way I don't have a bunch of mess as I'm doing this, because I hate having to have clumps on my paint stick later on, and then I got to get another paint stick. So we clean that off nice, and then make sure I have all my body filler. So we'll wipe that off a little bit more, put my cover back on, and now my stick is clean. I don't have to grab it. Make sure you use your gloves. Also, before you do put your hardener in, squish it all around and get the liquids together. This way you don't get a bunch of water coming out. Alright. And then we will mix that beautiful stuff up. Get a nice blue consistency on it. Use the Cling Spore spreaders. Normally I would use 3M body filler, but I figure I would try this today and see how it works out. So let's get spreading. So here we go, getting ready to spread the filler. It's all mixed up nice. Get it in there nice and into the scratches. Nice clean edges. I always try and keep those edges as clean as I can. And then we can fill it how we need it. Nice and smooth strokes. Sorry if you can't see all of this down here, because I know the radiator support's in the way. The key is make sure the filler gets right into the scratches of the previous filler, so it has something to adhere to. And the key is trying to make this as neat as possible so you don't have so much sanding to do later. Because who really likes to sand? I know I don't. So the neater you make it at first, the less work you're going to have to do later. Save some money on some sandpaper. You won't kill your air compressor or your arms, depending on if you're using a DA or a block sander. Nice even strokes. Just like Bob Ross. Even strokes. Happy little strokes. And there you go. Nice and neat. I'll show you in a second. Feather the edges out right off the bat so we don't have to feather them later. And it makes for a nicer job in the end. So let's take a peek at what we got here. Alright, there you go. Nice and smooth. Just knock off the high edges and we're ready to go. And there, the spot's next. Okay, body filler's all spread. Edges are pretty much feathered out. Just gotta wait for this stuff to dry. It's a little cool today, so it's gonna be a little extra wait time. We'll get that sanded sometime today as soon as it's done, and we'll move on to some other stuff. Stay tuned.